What's happening, everybody? It's Eric Davis, Coldwell Banker Tec out of Hammond, Louisiana, your redneck realtor. And you know what? First, we're going to say this. Big shout out to LSU for beating Alabama. Awesome game. It was an awesome game. Last time they beat Alabama was on my wedding day 11 years ago. And they did it yesterday on my anniversary, so that was cool. My wife loved it. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was I just showed a house to a couple people, and they were asking me if the sellers could pay their closing costs. I said, well, yeah, if we offer them something, you know, with that included in it, asking them to pay for closing costs, they might pay it. Now, with closing costs or seller concessions, there's a lot of misconceptions to seller concessions. That's a tongue twister. But there is a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of people that just don't know what you can use it for. And seller concessions can be used for all kinds of stuff. You can buy down your rate with it, your interest rate. You can do a 2-1 buy down. You could prepay your PMI, your private mortgage insurance. You could, you know, buy a year of flood insurance. You know, there's all this stuff you can do with seller concessions. You can even do repairs. You know, they put the money in escrow, and then after you close, the repairs get done, and the bank pays them directly. That might, you know, if you have a sewer that needs to be updated, and the sellers don't have the money to pay for it, that's something that could come out of the seller concessions at closing, be put in an escrow account and fixed after the closing. So there's a ton of ways to use seller concessions besides just title work and the closing day. But it's very important for you to have a realtor that knows what they're doing, because you also need to know the limitations to the seller concessions. If you're doing a conventional loan, the sellers can only pay like 3% of the purchase price towards the sale of the property, right? So they can only give you $3,000 per $100,000 to go towards your closing costs and prepaids. FHA's 6%. You know, they can pay $6,000 per $100,000. $200,000 house is $12,000 if you can get them to give it to you. VA loans is pretty much a free for all. Just whatever money they can get from you, they can get there. I don't think there's any limitations for that. But anyway, get yourself a good realtor that knows what they're doing, because it will save you a ton of time and money if you know how to use these funds correctly and allocate them to be in your favor, I guess, is what I'd say. Yeah, anyway, if you need help selling your house or buying a house, just hit me up. I'm always around. Phone's always on. So, anyway, later.